Guys, Sam Spencer here. Today I want to talk to you about a question I get asked a lot. Should I buy property in a limited company or my personal name? It's a great question. Listen up. Firstly, I want to say I am not an accountant. That's the caveat. So I can't give you financial advice. I'm not an accountant. So always speak to your accountant, but I'm going to give you some information and some facts about the two possibilities. The reason it's become such an important question to answer is due to the introduction of Section 24. So, Section 24 has not been phased in yet, but it's being phased in by the government up to 2020. Essentially, Section 24 is a tax change. And what it means is, historically, as a landlord with properties in your personal name, you only paid tax on the profits that you made. So what you would have done historically is you would have claimed your mortgage interest as an expense. Now, up to 2020 is when it's been phased in officially, you won't be able to claim your mortgage payments or your mortgage interest payments as an expense. So let me give you a working example. Let's say your rent is £500 per calendar month. Out of that rent, £200 of that is profit, and £300 is what you pay your mortgage interest. Okay, so historically, what you were able to do is the £300 mortgage interest was set off as an operating expense. Therefore, you would only pay tax on the £200 per month profit that you made. Now, Section 24 being introduced means that you cannot claim your mortgage interest as an expense anymore. So rather than you just paying tax on the £200 profit, the £300 interest is being grouped in and classed as profit as well. So you will now pay tax on the £500 rent that you get. Now, it doesn't matter if you think this is good, bad, right, wrong. It is what it is, all right? It's coming in regardless of what you think about it. Now, with any adversity, there is opportunity, and this is where I'm going with the personal, buying property in your personal name versus within a limited company. So within your personal name, you're going to be subject to Section 24 tax implications as of the year 2020. Now, if you buy in a limited company, you're not subject to Section 24. So you can still offset your mortgage interest as an operating expense of your business. All right. So it is a workaround. However, there's other things to consider as well. When you're working within a limited company, when you set that up, obviously there's costs of setting the company up. Typically, I'd recommend going through an accountant, although there are cheaper ways to do it online, and some people choose to do that. Okay, fine. But you've got to consider there's year-end books, okay? You've got to pay corporation tax, which is at 20%, but that's only on your profit that you make. And remember, you can still offset your mortgage interest as an operating expense. Now, as long as the money stays within a limited company, you will only pay 20% corporation tax. Obviously, when you start to take the money out of the business, then you're subject to dividend tax, income tax, depending on the structure and the way you take things out. Now, some people think having a limited company, setting it all up is hassle, it's a nightmare to do. It's not at all. It's very, very simple. As I said, you can do it online yourself very quickly and very cheaply. I would advise you try and outsource that. Use a professional, speak to an accountant, and make sure you set that business up correctly. So it really depends on your goals and what you're trying to achieve. If you are a higher rate taxpayer, having property in your personal name is going to hit you quite hard. When Section 24 is fully introduced, some properties may even start costing you money to run them. We're working with a lot of landlords at the moment who are looking to offload their properties in a gradual manner, some tenanted, some untenanted, because they want to get around starting to pay this new Section 24 tax that is going to start costing them money. So generally, if you're looking to maybe get 1, 2 properties, you may consider keeping it in your personal name, because is it really worth setting up the limited company and then paying the additional costs of year-end accounts? You've got to pay your account, you've got to pay corporation tax. Is it worth all of that? Is it better just to pay the additional tax in your personal name? Again, it's based on your circumstances. If you plan to have lots of properties in your portfolio and you want to grow a large sizable portfolio, then it may be useful for you to consider buying them within a limited company, therefore getting around Section 24 tax implications and paying corporation tax. The majority of investors who are building larger portfolios are starting to do them within a limited company, and the mortgage products that are available are becoming more and more favourable. They're more and more available to the market, so it's really becoming a favourable way of acquiring property. So they're the pros and cons. As always, speak to your accountant. That is the caveat. Any questions you've got, drop me a message, drop them below in the comments, and I'll help as much as I can. Cheers, bye.